What's up, my dudes? In this video I'm going to teach you how to do a very basic healing and self-confidence spell. Now this spell is good for anyone that wants to reset their own self-belief, so any sort of restoration of your confidence, or maybe you feel like you don't have a lot of self-worth. This is a good spell for that, and it's also going to help protect you against anything that maybe would trigger you, or anything that would offend you or just ruin your self-confidence or anything like that. So the first thing you're going to need is a mirror. It doesn't have to be a square mirror. This is just the style that I'm going for. But a mirror that you can sort of move around. You don't want to do this on a big mirror or anything. You want to be able to move this around. And if you are going to be burning on this, make sure it is something that can be burnt on. Not all mirrors are made the same. Some of them are more like a plastic material. This is more of a harder glass material. It just depends on the type of mirror that you have. So the first thing you're going to need is a white candle. Now it can be any sort of candle that relates to the spell that you're going for, but white is a good basic candle, and it's also something that everyone has and everyone can really use because it's probably the easiest to get. The second thing you're going to need is sweet orange essential oil. Now this is a good essential oil for restoring your energies, and it's also good for confidence. So maybe if you are dealing with a bit of lacking of your self-worth or anything, this is something that will be very warm and uplifting for you to add. It's also something that you can add to maybe a mojo bag or a spell candle or something like that to enhance your effect that way, but this way we're just going to be adding it to the candle. And make sure if you are adding this, you don't add too much to the candle because most essential oils are flammable, so it will affect the burn rate of the candle. And if it does too much, it can affect the burn of the candle so much that it will start to puddle, and then you'll have melted wax and then puddling essential oils, which is not good. That's a good way to start a fire. So make sure you're safe, make sure you watch the candle, and make sure if you can't watch it, then it is in a safe place where it won't, where if something does happen, where it won't burn down your entire building or anything. In this mat is a fire resistant barbecue mat, so I'm not worried about burning on this. I've also actively burnt things onto this mat for pretty much a year since I've made it, and it's still holding up. No burn marks, no anything. There's a few dirt marks from spilling ingredients, but it's held up very well. Like I said, if you want to know how to make that, it's in the description. But we're going to start with this. You can add a certain amount to this, but I'm just going to be saying the intentions over it, and then once I'm done with the intentions, then that's how much I'm going to be adding. And the next ingredient we're going to add is protection black salt. Now, I am someone that believes that protection and healing should be part of any practice, and this is the healing, so this is the protection. This will not only help to protect your confidence and your self-worth or anything that you've been manifesting, but it's also going to help solidify the protections into you, especially if you have a petition or you want to mark the bottom of your candle with any sort of intentions or just your signature. That will also help to ground out the effects and also to protect that effect onto you. So that's done. We're going to be using a yellow lighter. This is good for any sort of joy and encouragement. This is also good for igniting any sort of enlightenment. If you want to protect yourself against a certain mental thing, this is good for that. As this is burning, you just want to visualize the self-confidence and the restoration bringing back to you. This is the form of a yellow light that surrounds your temple, which is your upper head area. If you would like to know how to do more spells like this, or want a custom spell, just leave it in the comments below. Have a good day, night life, enjoy yourself, and be happy.